No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas Tech's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies, they can also be receivers and also block. They make the game easy.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
And the Red Raiders are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So Tulsa's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a ship.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. The play action fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for third and forever. To throw, it's Alford. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets a block. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. There he goes! He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Morton. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Rushes on him. Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the tight end. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. The Red Raiders pick up the first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Carter. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Joyner. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Morton. Caught over the middle, it's Virgil. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The 2nd down coming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Dropping back, it's Alford. Got it in the middle, it's Ballard. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense...
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got room to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Back to throw, it's Morton. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Going for it all. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Morrison. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Morton. Floats it out in space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, out of space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Morton. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Now you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Oh, let me know they have.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fights off a defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking to pass. It's Alford. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Now on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Morrison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make...
Hello. What up, DJ? Man, nothing. Playing with college. I am on the game. Let me finish the game. I'll play. Take it easy on me, man. I will call you right back. Yeah.
Plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking for space. It's Morrison. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Alford. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds. And
he's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical.
Big guy tries to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it on third and goal. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Give to the back. Wide open spaces. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Alford. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David